What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Unplugged live stream. Tonight, of course, I got Adam and Eric with me as always, my co-host. Welcome to the stream. Hey, tonight we're going to be talking about what the value is in different solar versus cheap stuff, and why you may want to go one way or the other. We're not going to make your mind up for you. We're just going to give you some of the reasons that we think would be good for either or. And of course, tonight we got Signature Solar is sponsoring the stream. So bam, Signature Solar, thanks a lot for sponsoring the stream. Of course, we talk about their stuff all the time anyway, so why not sponsor the stream? We got all kinds of equipment from them. I mean, almost everything I've had way before I was ever an affiliate or anything like that. So thanks Signature Solar for sponsoring the stream. If you guys are looking for any of that stuff, you can go hit up Unplugged, what is it, .live. Put that link up there for me, Adam, if you don't mind. Go to our links and go to our website, and I have all our links, our affiliate links if you want to go and check something out, buy something. But let's go ahead. Unplugged.solar. We got too many websites and channels now. Brand new channel. This first night that we're doing a stream only on this channel. So definitely appreciate everybody being here. Looks like we got about 35 people in the chat right now. I'm gonna go ahead and say hello to a few people, and then I'll say hello to Adam and Eric. So it looks like we got Mike, we got John, Betty Powers, Jeff, John H, Dougie, Jeff B, Mike High Voltage, Jetfire, Eric P, John Montgomery. Let's see, Off Grid Wannabe, Color Maker, Gavin, Retro Z Machine, Donnie, Jim. Let's see, Roy, One Hotwire, Doug. Let's see, John Guyver. Let's see. I think there's a lot of Johns on here, so I've got all the Johns at once. How about that? Ken. I think that might be it. Joe Smith, did I already say that one? I might have missed that one. Let's see. And I think that's it right there. So, Eric, Adam, how are you guys doing tonight?
Fantastic. Man, I've been slaving away down at the well house, doing a lot of work. I've got most of everything done on the high voltage system, and really all I need to do at this point is commission it. So I really wanted to press those buttons. I really wanted to turn it on. What's really cool though about the Solus is it does have a bypass mode. So while it's all hooked up, there's just a knob on the right side. You just, twist it counterclockwise. It goes straight to bypass and allows everything to work as it has been. But now it just says, batteries disconnected, and it's throwing a bunch of alarms and stuff. But tomorrow I'm going to go down there and fix all that, and it'll be good. But I'm excited to see that one going.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Adam?
For me, this past week has been editing.
Well, that's what happens when you have 40 and 50-minute videos.
Yeah. Well, you end up, I have a problem with just leaving the camera running. And so I'm trying to just capture everything. And then I look at it and I'm like, oh, well, that could be helpful. And then that could be helpful. And then, you get a 40. I don't have I gotten an hour yet? I don't think I've hit an hour recently. Some of my like super early ones when I really didn't care about anything, I think I might have gone over that. But yeah, I'm trying to get this backlog done because I've got more stuff coming in, and I hate having 3 different videos going on at the same time. It just gets messy, especially when you've got hours of footage for each one. So I know I've got one that should drop this Sunday, I think.
Bam. And we're looking forward to that for sure. Of course, y'all know how I roll and never know when I'm going to put a video out, so I ain't going to say I'm going to put anything out or not. It'll be out when it's out. That's all I can say. I do have stuff that's going to be coming out, but I don't know when. But we'll go ahead and talk about, let's go ahead and jump to the next screen here. Bam, the giveaway tonight. So, we're doing a giveaway tonight. Some point to somebody in the chat is going to be getting the EG4 LLS 48 volt battery, and that's sponsored in part Bam. Eric on the claps, thanks.
It wasn't me.
And that's sponsored by Signature Solar and us here at the what are we, the Unplugged DIY? What is the name of our channel? I'm gonna keep messing it up. Unplugged DIY Solar.
There you go.
At Unplugged, I guess, Solar. And so we're sponsoring that. We're gonna send that out to somebody in the lower 48 states. All the information is down in the description. And so all the rules and all that. But basically, you're going to have to be in the chat to win. And, of course, Signature Solar is sponsoring that as well. And let me see here. Let me go to the next slide. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Support during installs. Have you ever needed customer support when installing and starting up your system? And if so, kind of what happened. I want to know from you guys in the chat, have you ever had to call any kind of customer support for any brand if you got equipment from, and how did it work out? And while everybody's putting that down in the chat, let me know. I'll go ahead and ask Eric and Adam. Eric, if you want to go ahead and start that off.
Man, I call in all the time, honestly. Like, as a lot of you guys are veterans here know, whenever questions are asked, it's like, I don't know, Adam, you, Rodney. I mean, like I'm just learning along with most of you guys, and so yeah, all the time. In fact, most recently, I was down south, and I was helping out with the flood victims, and I've set up these 6,000 XPs many times, and it's not my first rodeo, but I started going, and I was trying to set one up, and I couldn't really figure out what was wrong with it, and it was like 500 degrees in there. I was trying to get an air conditioner to start. Turns out all it was is I simply needed to take it out of lithium and then put it into lead acid mode, because I was using a big battery or a couple of big batteries. And of course, they don't have communications back and forth. And so, and first thing I did, I just jumped on support. I called Signature Solar, and I was like, hey, this is what's going on. I'm out. I can't think it through. Just tell me what to do. Just tell me what to do. And they did. They're like, okay, well, sounds like you probably need to fix the communication errors. Does it have a frowny face? Yeah, it's got a frowny face. What's the number? This is the number. Okay, here we go. And 10 seconds later, it has a smiley face. And I'm like, okay, the air conditioner's running. Thank you very much. And just went on my day. But I call them all the time.
Oh, yeah. Adam? Nothing. Adam says he's got it all.
He is customer support.
No help ever needed.
I'm one of those guys that I hate talking on the phone. I do. I will do anything possible to avoid talking on the phone, which usually means that I end up doing so much research on whatever the problem is that I can resolve it. Now, granted, you guys probably get your issues fixed a whole lot faster than I do, but I just don't like talking on the phone. I don't know if that's the developer in me or the engineer in me. I don't like doing that. In the beginning, I did have to talk on the phone a couple of times for a handful of different companies on different things, and it worked out. But I've found that between YouTube, forums, different groups, I can usually find the answer that I need without having to do something I don't like to do.
Yeah. And there's definitely value in having companies, not just Signature Solar, but just any company that has US support where you can call them and get help when you need it. Because, I mean, none of us know everything, and it's nice to be able to get in contact with somebody, not face to face, but at least on the phone, and say, hey, this is my problem, and in 5 minutes they can fix it, especially if it's something simple. I mean, because we just don't know what we don't know. That's just how it is until you learn it. So sometimes it's faster to do it that way than you to spend 2 weeks trying to figure it out on your own. So I definitely like having support. Now, there is times to buy something cheap. With the cheap batteries that's out there right now, I mean, a lot of people are buying them because they're trying to save $1. But you just got to know that, what is this going into? What kind of system? Is this going to be a complete backup for your home? And if you're spending that much and buying that many batteries, is it worth it? Or is the value of buying something from a Signature Solar or somebody that has US based customer support going to be more valuable to you than that little bit of cash that you were able to save buying the cheap $700 batteries that they got out there now? There's a time and a place for both for sure, but if it's for my family, I'm probably going to go with the value buy and just get some of the life power batteries that have customer support myself. But that's just how I'm doing it right now. So let's go ahead and jump into a few of the comments to see what everybody's saying in the stream down here. Steve is saying, I got to make this bigger. I can't see it. Hold on a minute. One of you guys read it.
He said, I called Signature Solar when I had an issue setting mine up. Support was fast and very helpful. Called a few times. It disappeared.
All right, we'll go to the next one. But, being able to call, it definitely helps sometimes. So, John, he said, I did a lot of email support prior to commissioning. I can barely read this. Flip the switch, and it just worked. The NHX email for setting support after until dialed in. So yeah, I mean, definitely email support. I've used that plenty of times as well too, because if you work in crazy shift schedule like I'm working, sometimes you're working 12 hours or whatever, you're not even home when they're open. So you have to email them and get the answer the next day, but that's still better than not getting an answer at all. So, and if y'all see any other comments that you want to bring up, let me know before I go into the next one. Eric and Adam.
Okay. I was not looking through them, but I'll start looking.
Eric's on board with me. He says he doesn't like being on the phone either if he can avoid it.
Hey, I can't blame people for that. I don't like talking on the phone either. So, and I'll go ahead and just talk about kind of my experience real quick while we'll pull up some more of the questions or whatever. But basically, this is where I started. I think I had 12 panels to start with. I didn't know what I was doing. Went on ahead and threw those panels up, got them from Signature Solar. That's just the company I found that seemed like it was the most DIY friendly out there. And of course, I got one grow watt. Just a picture of all three. I got one grow watt. I had one battery and then 12 panels, and that was my setup. And of course, y'all know where it went from there. I bought a couple of more. I had to have help commissioning because I was trying to get the stuff to communicate and all that. I didn't know what I was doing. So you're able to call up, get the answers you need quick, got my stuff up and running pretty fast. And then, of course, I went and bought some more panels. And when you buy more panels, what else do you want? Bam, more batteries, more inverters. They sent me out an EG4 6000 XP. I think that was the first thing they ever sent me out. So they sent me one out to test. I loved it. I bought two more. That's how much I liked it. And I bought more batteries. So
that's their play right there.
That's their play. They get you to buy more stuff. And then,
it's like a drug dealer.
You're promoting it for everybody. They give you a little bit. You got to go get some more. So it is like it's definitely an addiction. That's for sure once you get started in solar. And of course, I bought more and more batteries. So what do you need then? More solar panels. So I made the tilt array, added 12 more of the Hyundai 305 watt panels there, because you got to be able to charge your batteries back trying to run your whole house, especially when you got a big family like I do. And then I built a system for the building, and I got the 12,000 XP. This is the building I'm in right now. And I built that little cheap pergola that everybody gets mad at, saying it doesn't meet any kind of codes and spec, but somehow it's still standing to this day. And I've seen winds up to maybe like 60 miles an hour, and it's been fine. The panels are pretty flat, so I'm sure.
And you trust enough to park your car under it, your Tesla, right there?
Why not?
Shoot.
I got insurance. Oh, man. But right now, the project I've been working on, I installed the grid balls, and I needed more customer support because I put the Emporia car charger on there as well, but that's not what I'm talking about. I got the 12K and the Flex Balls hybrid inverters hooked to the grid balls, and I couldn't get it to communicate because, I just did something wrong. I think I had one wire hooked up wrong, so I called, and within 5 minutes, Signature Solar Tech Support had me on the right path, and I'm not calling some affiliate tech support or something. I'm calling the regular people that y'all call. So I ain't calling no special person to get some special information or direct line. We're not some big huge YouTubers.
In fact, we do have an affiliate tech support through chat, but it's faster just to call. So I just call.
Yep. So I just called and got the answer I needed, and bam. I mean, I just want to say that value sometimes is more important than cheap. Not always. There is a time and a place to buy something cheap. And so that'll bring me into my next question for everybody. Customer support frustrations. Where have you purchased equipment and had problems with customer support? So, I saw some of the good things people were talking about with customer support. Have you ever had anything bad with customer support? And while everybody's thinking about that, I'll go ahead and talk about my experience, and then I'll ask Eric and Adam why they're thinking about it.
Here, before you jump into that, let me throw a couple more of these experiences that other folks have had from
All right.
talkative support. So Mike E said that he set up his 18K PV, called Signature Solar to configure it. They asked a couple of questions, made a few tweaks, and it's been humming ever since. Off-Grid Wannabe
Humming
says...
in a good way.
Yes. Yeah, not... Off-Grid Wannabe says YouTube is his support.
Bam.
Yeah, we're all right there with you on that too.
Doug said he had to call support today, ended up losing his cell phone connection. The gal sent him an email after asking for what he wanted, sent him 2 questions and got the answers.
That's awesome.
Cool.
And they're not all saying the company, but I guess they're talking about Signature Solar, maybe. I'm guessing. I don't know for sure, but it's just good when you're able to get help.
Yeah.
Maybe, maybe there's another company US based as well, but it's always good to get support and help when you need it.
NC Hydro said he called Dan at Trophy Battery for help with Victron inverters. Got him from Current Connected. And I think he had another comment where he said that things have just been, oh, yep, right here. NC Hydro, he hasn't had to call support since turning the system on last year.
Yep. So I wanted to say what I was talking about with my system. One of the problems they said I had to change the communication cable around. But besides that, the 12K PV, whenever you're commissioning something like that, you have to update everything. So it looked like everything updated, but somehow the 12K PV kind of got stuck in an update loop or something, even though it said it was done, and it's something that you can't see on our end. But when they dove into it, I guess they can see more, and he saw that, hey, you need to start that download for the firmware again. So I had to re-download it, and then everything worked. But, that's why it's good to have customer service. You just call up and get it. I didn't have to wait a day or two or a week or whatever by email. Just able to call them up real fast and get that. So if you ever have a problem commissioning and you got multiple weird inverters hooked up like me, which you shouldn't, just get everything that's the same, but it will work. But got it working like 5 or 10 minutes. Adam, any more? That it?
Last one. Steve said that all his support has been great. Signature Solar, EG4, and Matt at Portable Sun have all been helpful and prompt.
Portable Sun. I don't think I've heard of that one.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a new one for me. All right.
And the current question for everybody, go ahead and answer this in the chat. Wherever you purchase equipment and had any problems with customer support, just let us know what support you didn't get, I guess, because, we got to play both sides. We got to show the good and the bad, regardless of where it happened at, because we all know, hey, Signature Solar, when it first got started, a lot of people complained about the customer service because they just grew so fast that, they had like 4 or 5 people working tech support, and poor people. I feel sorry for them. And you got all these people calling in, and, they did the best they
grew too
could.
fast.
They grew too fast. They did the best they could. But now, Signature Solar, I think they're getting close to about 40 tech support people, and they have 2 shifts. So, one of them will come in earlier, one kind of comes in a little later, so they can work more of the day. So when you get off of work, you'll still be able to call based on where you are at in the country and everything. And I think there's 6 days a week, Monday to Saturday. So that's better than they were when they first got started for sure, because I think it was only Monday to Friday, and it was limited kind of hours. So the hours are spread out. They got more people. They got a whole room full of people now, and they're good. That's the thing. Yeah. I don't understand how they're so good, and all they do is answer people's questions on the phone, and they actually know what they're doing. So I guess they give them some good classes, that's for sure.
Yeah, I will say if you don't get your question answered, you talk to support, they can't figure it out, call back and just, like a couple days later or whenever you can next time, call them back and just talk to a different person, and they're going to have a different perspective, might see it from a different angle. They might have seen the problem before, and You know, I mean, every tech doesn't know everything.
Yeah,
but
everybody doesn't know
they're
the
all
same
pretty darn
things.
good.
One person might be good in this off-grid stuff. One person might be good with the grid-tied stuff because they've seen more in each one of them things. This is like any of us. We all have our weaknesses. We all have our strengths. So just call right back if you want to talk to somebody else. They got plenty of people now. So
Yep. Yeah, they used to only have what, like 5?
4 or 5. Yeah, it was.
I
It was
mean,
not
you
many.
you you could almost call in, like Eric said, call in, don't get your answer, hang up, talk to the next person, and you could actually do that several times and actually get through the entire team because
Yeah,
it was so small.
yeah, crazy. I mean, I definitely wouldn't would have wanted to be working there at that time when it was growing really fast, and they didn't have enough people. Because there's like getting, I forgot how many calls Adam, because I was talking to Adam about it, Adam Hall, sorry, from
Yeah,
Signature
not
Solar
me.
about it, and he was talking about, like, I don't know if it was 200 and some calls a day they were trying to do a piece or something. It was crazy. I'm like, how could you talk to that many people about problems in one day? It's unbelievable. So I guess some of them might have been easy, but still, there's a lot of people. But I'm gonna go ahead and talk about some of my frustrations. So some of y'all have seen this. I made some videos about the Calfa inverter and the batteries that they sent me. I mean, I liked the system. It worked, but then I had communication problems, like I said earlier, with the batteries communicating to the inverter. I was able to get that fixed. I tried to have them help me do it, and I didn't get good information because it's just only by email. They're in China, so it's kind of back and forth, and you had to wait like a day to get a response. And then once I got that communicating the battery and the inverter, I couldn't get the dongle to work, so I could never see the information on the app. And that's my biggest problem with it. If I can't get the app to work, what am I supposed to do with the thing? I need to know if my system's running or not when I'm not home. So that was my biggest thing with that. It is a cheaper inverter. I guess they're still selling. I haven't looked at it in a long time. But having customer support that you can call or get an answer within, no time, it just depends on what you want. You want the value that's built into having that customer support, or you're willing to take a chance and get something cheaper. It just depends on, your personal preference. We just want everybody to know that if you are out there in the market to get something, just look at both things, like value versus just the cheapest thing out there, and make sure you do your research and hey, this is going to be the best thing for me to get the cheaper battery because this is all I can afford and I want to get something. Or I want my family to be protected. I'm going to get the value stuff, and it might have a better warranty and all that. Most of the stuff at Signature Solar Sales is going to have a 5, 10, or more year warranty. With these little companies, Calfa, and some of the batteries that I've reviewed that's cheaper, you don't even know if they're going to be in business in a year. I don't think Signature Solar is going anywhere. So what do you guys think, Adam and Eric?
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, Adam.
I was just gonna say I was reading the comments. So Eric,
Yeah, I was too. So I was actually replying
Sorry.
back to somebody. So
if y'all see any comments, then we'll pull them up.
So yeah, I mean, obviously, as YouTube peoples, right? We get contacted day in and day out by random companies. Most of the time, can't pronounce the name, saying, "Hey, would you promote my thing? Would you check out my battery? Would you look at this, that, or the other?" Usually, it's stuff that I have no interest in, and sometimes it's stuff that I do have interest in. But then you go back and forth a couple times, and you realize that we're having communication breakdowns just on trying to get the battery to me. I don't think this is going to be a good fit long term. And usually will just say no or whatever. I still have products here that that I eventually am just going to put out videos of saying I just don't like the products at all. They haven't worked out well. I would rather focus on giving you guys, showing you all the things that I do like that do work well than these are just trash. Although it'd be good to go ahead and get that out so you all know not to buy that stuff.
Yeah.
It's just to try and go back and forth with customer support on my end. It's already just like, eh. So yeah, I've run into that a lot. But sometimes companies are great. Sometimes they're meh. I've got a lot of great companies that I've worked with, both in the solar side and just other products. Like the Santan Solar guys, Santan Solar. Yeah, they were great. The Veritas Vans, another great company. They're more Starlink and van stuff. Like their customer service, fantastic. I like working with customers or companies that are easy to talk to.
Yeah.
Unlike Adam, who just doesn't like to talk to companies. So
He doesn't like to talk to people.
Nope. And I'm on a live stream.
Exactly. How did I get him on a live stream? Oh my
How did I end
goodness.
up doing YouTube? That's the bigger question. But I don't have to see anybody. I'm just talking to myself.
We'll have to make that a stream at some point. How did everybody get started in YouTube? That is a good one to talk about. I know people will be interested, that's for sure. I mean, because it's just interesting just to see people's backstory and how they got started with stuff. Let me go back to my my chart here that's telling me where I need to go next. Okay, the comments. Do we got any more comments about the last question? Let me go find it. Let me see here. Let me pull up the last question. Bam. All right, where have you purchased equipment and had problems with customer support? I know we've been talking about a lot of the good stuff, but we want to see some of the bad. So let's see if anybody's got any comments. If you found any, Adam or Eric, let me know.
Yeah, let's see here.
Hey, and for anybody that just joined the stream while they're looking that up, we're doing a giveaway tonight of the EG4 LLS battery 48 volt, and somebody in the chat's going to win it. So if you got a 48 volt system, going to be able to add a little more battery power to it for free as long as you're in the lower 48 states and you meet all the qualifications. You're 18 years old. It's all down in the description. You go check it out, but you're going to have to be here live for it, and then send us an email, I think, within 48 hours with all your information to confirm your address and all that good stuff. So y'all better stay tuned for that.
It's hard to find some bad comments because everybody keeps talking about some good stuff.
Yeah.
Jim said that he says Sun Gold Power support sucks. He has to email Cindy in China, and the next day you get an email wanting pictures.
Yeah.
That's one that I'm having issues with.
Oh, I think that's one you didn't review yet, right?
It's still hanging on my wall. I just can't bring myself to do anything with it.
So I have a Sun Gold, I think that's what it is, that battery hanging on the wall back here that I haven't had any problems with. It just doesn't communicate with anything, but I mean, that's what it is when you have different batteries, I guess. But
yeah,
like sometimes you can win with something cheaper, and sometimes you're going to be like, I wish I wouldn't have bought it. Why didn't I just spend a couple $100 more and get something with a better value? That's the whole value added thing, is all the extra stuff, customer support, and not just from Signature Solar, but I mean, it could be whoever, brand you want to use, like some of the brands they've been naming, Current Connected or whoever. There's a lot of companies out there that do good with their customers.
Yeah. Go ahead. Never mind. I'll wait till my segment.
Go ahead.
John said he had a Chinese inverter go down, and it was a lot of hoops before. I don't know how the timer got turned on in this thing. I have to figure that out. I had a lot of Chinese inverter go down. It was a lot of hoops and calls before they replaced
That's a really fast comment.
It's supposed to be 15 seconds.
Okay, so if you have an inverter go bad, I don't care what company you go with, you're gonna have to go through some hoops. So it's not like with the companies that we do have good customer support with, they're just gonna be like, oh, you say it's broken, well, by all means, here's a shipping label. It's not quite gonna be that way. In fact, I did see someone earlier even who was like, I think 12,000 XP went down. Did y'all see that comment earlier?
I did not see it.
Yeah,
I did start.
Go ahead and bring it up so we can check that one out. Look, it doesn't matter how good equipment is. Electronics will fail no matter who the brand is. If it's Victron, EG4, stuff is going to break sometimes. But what they do after it breaks is what makes a company. So what did they do? Let's see.
Yeah.
Sad news, 12,000 XP dead. Rest in peace with internal communication error. EG4 is processing the warranty return now, regretting being lazy and not wanting to wire the two 6,000 XPs. Only have my Solarc working. So, yeah, sometimes when you have one inverter, if it goes down, it's terrible. Terrible feeling. But at least they're going to make it right. So,
Yeah. Yep. Thanks for sharing, Anthony. And sorry about that. I wish I had, a satellite bugle to play.
and we don't mind showing the good and the bad. We know Signature Solar is the sponsor, but I mean, they know it's just a reality that, I mean, the good and the bad. As long as you do the right thing when something bad happens, that's what should matter. So, looks like they're doing that. And they're definitely doing a lot better than they were years ago when they didn't have enough tech support people and stuff. So, they got plenty of people to process stuff now. They got plenty of employees. And so, they're going to probably make it right and just come back to the stream and let us know when you get it running again. Any more comments?
I'm trying to see. No.
All right, then. If nobody's got
keep
anything about
going.
it, if you have any questions about anything else related to, you know, value added stuff or just anything in general with solar, I think we pretty much made it through most of this segment with the 30 minutes already went by, and I pretty much went through most of the things that I wanted to make sure we went over. I do got a couple other things I can bring up, but I want to see what everybody else is talking about tonight. So if you got any questions, let's see if there's any QQQs in there.
Hey, we got a cool, I guess, you know, in Sunday school, church, you say it's a praise report, whatever. But here we go. John Montgomery just went off grid 100%, and my power company is now charging 19. Well,
wow.
I guess that's 1 point. Is that
I think it's 19 cents a kilowatt hour.
I'm guessing 19 cents. Yeah, I think that does.
It ain't .019.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it's the other direction,
man,
you might as well go back on grid.
Yeah, you might as well be charging your batteries and then just using it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's awesome. We always like to have the good stuff to put out there and let everybody know when somebody's going 100% off grid. The wins. So if you have a win, you can always put that down in the chat. You know, I guess we need to put WWW for win or something. We need to make something up for that.
There we go.
All right. Looks like we got 80 people currently on the stream. So one of you 80 people going to win an EG4 LLS battery as long as you're here when we're doing the giveaway. And there might be a few people in the stream that we haven't said hello to. So it looks like we got a Bebop in there. Who else? Ambrose T. Odd. I don't know if that's supposed to be Todd with a dash. I don't know. Courtney. Jetfire. I can't remember if I said hello to you or not. Dan. Scott's Copters. Brian Monroe. Samuel Hartley. Let's see. Anybody else that I haven't said? Let's see. There may be some more, but I just can't remember who I said hello to earlier in the stream. If I didn't say hello to you, hey, go ahead and let us know in the chat. We'll bring you up. And if you got any questions, QQQ, bring your questions up. Let me see.
So early on in the chat, after I started mentioning that I was doing some high voltage stuff, there was a lot of buzz about, oh my gosh, I wouldn't touch LG batteries with a 10-foot pole. Like, you couldn't pay me to put those in my house.
Is it an LG battery?
Yeah. I got an LG battery. So for those of you who don't know, the old LG, I guess 10H, I guess it was, batteries, had some serious issues, and they were recalled. Like 20,000 batteries or something crazy like that. So it was a pretty crazy recall for a while, and like 10,000 units, I think. But you know, it really freaked people out. And so it's, you know, they're not the lithium iron phosphate cells that we've all come to know and love that don't have thermal runaway. And for those who are new, because I know we've got people here who are, you know, like longtime veterans who've been, you know, building DIY batteries, you know, before I was born and stuff like that. But you know, if you're new, you know, thermal runaway is basically when you damage or overheat, or I guess it'll damage it as well. When you damage a battery of different chemistries, they can start to get really hot. And then once they start to get hot, then they can't stop getting hot, and they get hotter and hotter and hotter. They'll catch on fire. Sometimes they can explode. And so the LG batteries are NMC chemistry. So they're the lithium, nickel, manganese, cobalt oxide chemistry. And so if I'm not mistaken, one of the things that they've done in this new, not the 10H prime batteries, but the 16H prime batteries. And I'm probably going to do a whole video on this just to kind of get it out there. They have gone through and they've isolated each and every, from what I understand, each and every cell into its own fireproof case, essentially. And so they've passed the UL 9540A safety standards, which basically mean that at the cell level and at the pack level and at the entire unit level, they have to be able to be torture tested under the UL standards and pass that test to make sure that nothing goes wrong. So they basically take these things and subject them to the worst possible situation and then watch them and see if one cell can catch another cell on fire and escape the pack. And this new 16H prime battery pack, it passes that. Like it's listed as passing those tests. So I personally don't have any safety concerns with it. I did still put it up against a concrete or a cement board. And now it is also not in my house. It's in my well house. But I would still put this pack in my house. I'm pretty trusting in what they've done from what they've said. So time will tell. We'll see. But it's a different system than what they had.
Yeah, I found one of the comments based on that I just threw up for you.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks, Jeff, for bringing that up.
And I got some other questions. I'm gonna bring those up real quick before I talk about a couple of other things. Courtney says, just starting a solar journey. Is it possible to utilize solar during a sunny day if grid is down? I think the inverter does that function. Yeah, if you get the right inverter, as long as it's not only a grid tied or whatever, as long as it has that function, which a lot of them do, just get a hybrid inverter or something like that. It will definitely do that. Even the off-grid ones will do that because you can have grid power going into it and then going back out to your load panel. There's different ways to hook it up, but yes.
Yeah, I think it depends. The door-to-door salesman oftentimes, from what I've never had one come out here. I think they'd be scared.
And I'm talking DIY, not the door-to-door.
Yeah, but I think if you just set up a or they microgrid
microinverters.
Microinverters. There we go. Microinverter system. You're not going to have that functionality. The power goes out. Yeah. So does your solar, from what I understand, just because the way that it's all tied in. But anything that we do on our channels, it's going to give you the ability to have the solar, the batteries, it all working if your grid goes down.
That's my only reason for having it. So if the grid is not working, I have power. I mean, hurricanes, terrible, and hurricane season right now, I don't know what's going on, but there ain't really been much going on with it. So it's probably going to get bad when there's nothing going on right now. Probably here soon, it's probably going to get real bad because that's usually how it works. But I want to have power when nobody else does because I just want my family to be able to live normally and not have any issues. So got another question. Not as Adam's got something. Let me see here.
Keep going.
Jill, I think. Can you tell us about your individual experiences with solar production losses during high ambient temperatures? I mean, solar panels will work a little bit better. They're going to be more efficient when it's cold. But during the summer when it's hot, the days are longer. So I don't think you really lose anything myself. I mean, you lose something when they're more efficient in the winter because the days are so short, in my opinion. Even though it's more efficient, the long days in the summer make up for it. So I don't think it hurts, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I'm used to seeing the opposite from the cold standpoint. When it's super cold outside and all of a sudden you get that burst of sunlight that hits the panels during the wintertime, and you get that huge, spike where your panels are producing,
Yeah.
you know, 5 to 7% more than what they're rated for. I pay more attention to that than I do the losses during the potential losses during the summertime due to it being warmer, just
Mm.
because of, like Rodney said, you've got longer days, so you're able to produce more than you normally would. I have
So
to focus on the wintertime. So
right, right. You know, I definitely played around with it a little bit. You know, as most of y'all know, I don't have many panels set up, but when I did, think I had like 12 or so, and I think I was, you know, they're old, so I think I was getting like 2,800 watts or something like that. But in the summer, like summer heat, this is a couple years back, um, I would go out and I would sit there and I'd hold Solar Assistant and I'd watch it, and then I would take a garden hose and I'd just, you know, mist over all the panels and instantly get a spike to like 3,500 watts or something crazy like that. And then you would watch the water just evaporate, and then, you know, it happened in just a couple seconds. And then the panels, you could see they just start getting, you know, almost glowing hot again in the Texas heat, and just watch it just drop back down. So I always thought it might be interesting to try some sort of a water cooling system just to try to pump a little bit of extra juice out of them. But I'm sure it would be a wash at the end.
Yeah. I've seen some videos where people spray water on there. I might have even did that before. I can't remember. But I mean, it does make it go up, but it's like, is it worth wasting all this water spraying those panels and all that? Like you said, it's probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay, it seems like we got like a million questions now. Do y'all got one that y'all see that y'all want to pull up, or y'all want me to talk about some of the other stuff I got?
why don't you remind them again of the giveaway?
All
Let's just
right,
keep
yep.
that in the front of their minds.
We still got the EG4 LLS 48-volt battery that we're going to do a giveaway on here, probably later on in the stream at some point. And it's going to be to anybody that's basically in the live stream that lives in the lower 48 states that meets all the requirements. It's got to be 18 years old. It's all down in the description below. But if you're interested in winning a free battery, better stick around. And it's sponsored by Signature Solar and us here at the Unplugged live stream.
There we go. Do you have to have EG4 products to make this battery work?
No. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just a 48-volt battery. It'll work. It may not communicate with everything else you already have, but I have plenty of stuff that doesn't communicate. I got 20 batteries on my house. 11 of them are communicating, and the rest of them aren't. So it's not the end of the world. It still works. Would you like it to all communicate? Of course. Like in here, I got a couple of batteries communicating, and then I got a couple that's just off on their own. They're all connected, and they're not communicating, but they still work. So you can make it happen.
So as long as you've got other 48-volt, you know, lithium iron phosphate batteries, pair them together.
Yeah.
Now
you don't want
to
be
safe.
trying to pair it with a bunch of 12 volts in series or some nonsense. Right. No, you don't want to do nothing like that. But if you got other 48-volt batteries, yes, you can do it.
And if you don't have any gear, this is a great place to start. I mean, shoot, you get this, then you get yourself like a little, you know, 3K EG4 inverter and slap it on there, and you've got yourself a heck of a you know, emergency backup.
Power goes out, you'll have lights, internet, and your fridge running. Bam, a fan. You know, that'll run that stuff for a while, as long as your fridge is already cold, of course. So keeping your fridge cold is not going to take that much power.
So here's a question that kind of ties into what we had last week. Other than more panels and more batteries, what do you think is the next most popular upgrade or add-on to a system?
A solar assistant.
That's where my mind goes.
Yeah, that was the first place, but then I was thinking,
you want more data, I guess.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was thinking about
mini splits or making your home more energy efficient. Is that what you're saying?
No, I was saying the Tygo optimizers or something on top of everything. No, I think depending on your setup, optimizers could definitely be beneficial.
Yeah.
But
like in Adam's case.
I still need to get those.
Yeah, I would definitely have them at your house. All those trees and snow and everything else. Because when half your panel's covered, you still be getting
You
power.
lose, yeah. And I can watch my arrays, and you just see that shadow start to creep across, and pull up like Eric was saying, you're outside holding solar assistant, watching that, and you just watch your production just start to tank. And I'm like, man, it's still perfectly sunny. Half of my panels are still exposed. And
it's only a quarter of one of your panels.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Trying to get all the comments. I just saw a comment I want to pull up. Where'd it go?
Donnie, I recognize that sound behind you. Yeah. Everybody's like, Eric, your well just turned on. Yeah, sorry, guys.
Everybody knows this system.
Until you get it moved over.
Well, yeah, right.
That's true. Just for the live
That's
streams.
true. Like tomorrow, as soon as I commission this thing, it's not going to be doing this any longer because, it'll all be down there doing its thing. That'll be great. No, my family left the house, and the goats are roaming, like free ranging, and so we still have water sprinklers on the fruit and fodder trees to keep them away from them, which is why the stinking well pump keeps going off.
So yeah, Jim, I just had your comment up there, but yeah, I saw your comment. It's just where you got a lot of comments and questions on there. Can't get to everybody, but I'll try that out with the Grow Watt with that Sun Gold power, and see if it'll communicate with the EG4 inverters. Hey, I'm willing to try anything. But the night stream is basically about talking about value versus cheap, I guess. So what's the value in having a battery that may cost a little more, but or an inverter or any kind of solar system, but you actually get US-based support and help if you run into a problem, either with the settings or the setup or firmware. There's just all kinds of things you can run into problems with now because there's just so much involved in some of this stuff with DIY solar that you may just need some help. And if you want something cheap, it might be good to have one battery and one cheap inverter for just a straight backup for emergency power or something like that. But if something doesn't work, that company might be out of business in a year or two if they're selling a battery for $700 or $800. It's going to be hard to sustain a business model with the prices that some of these lithium batteries are at, because I can guess what they cost, and then they got to ship them over here. I don't see how they're making money.
That really is interesting.
They made us to be trying to dump inventory because they see what's coming with all the different tariff stuff and everything. So your value might be better put to go in a different direction of somebody that may be in business in 2 years when you need more batteries, or you want to build a bigger system, or you have a problem and need some technical support. And, so that's just your decision. We can't tell you what to do, but, just have to look at it, value versus, saving money. What's more important to you, saving money or having power? So, that's just based on what you want and what you need and what you can afford.
Yeah, the dollar speaks, and the dollar speaks very loudly to folks. I mean, we've seen it. But your time should also speak even louder. Because that's a consideration that you need to take when making really any purchase. You want to be able to install this thing so that you're not having to troubleshoot on your own or worry that you're ever going to get a response from a support person from wherever they're at, whether they're, US based or over across the pond. Your time should speak louder than even the dollar.
Man, we've got 94 people on the stream, and y'all are killing it with the comments. I'm trying to keep up with it, go back down.
I am too.
Oh my gosh. Whew. I love it. Love the conversation. Y'all are having some good side convos over here.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to keep up with it. That's why sometimes I'm not saying anything. It's because I'm trying to look at the comments and trying to figure out something to bring up and talk about. And I'm about to bring up Jeff's question here. Let me see. It's a high voltage system the future. Should someone starting out invest in that rather than 48 volt? I would say I wouldn't be surprised if some new stuff comes out at some point in the high voltage realm. But I don't think 48 volt is going away.
It's not
anytime
going
soon.
away. There's too much of it out there to
There's too much
service.
out.
Everybody's
Yeah.
already bought
Yeah.
into it. But the high voltage is pretty cool. And,
Yeah.
you know, Mike G will have a lot to say about that for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just dipping my toes in it.
Yeah, go ahead.
What?
I got a comment about Mike G after you get done.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just dipping my toes in it, but I mean, it's cool. I do love that, you know, I'm running like number 8, you know, from my battery to the inverter, which is just insane. You know, I mean, it's like I feel like this charging cable is about what I'm you know, shooting over 7,000 watts of power through. You know, but it's a little bigger than that. Not much.
Low
8 gauge isn't big.
Lower amps. Yeah. But yeah, Mike G put out a video. I don't know if he's put out one since, but he had a lightning strike and messed up some of his equipment.
Ooh.
So
let's see that one.
I need to get my lightning stuff installed. That is still sitting on the shelf over here. I keep saying I'm gonna do it, but I mean, hey, stuff happens. It don't matter if you got high voltage, 48 volt, whatever. Lightning and equipment doesn't work. So Mike G, let us know in the chat if your stuff, if you found out what was wrong with it, if you're able to get that stuff resolved. I don't know if you put a video out since that last one I saw, but I haven't seen another one yet. But yeah, it's unfortunate, but lightning will definitely mess your equipment up. So that is one thing everybody should have is grounding. You know, have your arrays grounded, have your lightning protection on there. Gavin as well has had lightning strike some of his stuff before, but it didn't mess up anything. I think it only messed up his surge protection device, his Midnight, and then Midnight sent him out another one and replaced it, or the part in it or something like that. I can't remember exactly how it went. It was a videos from a while ago. But so if you get some of those Midnight Solar SPDs and stuff like that, which I have a bunch of them sitting on the shelf, I need to install them. I got mine from Signature Solar, and I need to install them. So
speaking of, well, we still do. I think I saw a few times in the comments. I don't think we ever got contact information from Mike G, because he did win an SPD.
He did win an SPD. I know.
I know. It's
I forgot all about that.
I don't know if it would have helped him during this the lightning strike, depending on where he put it and what got hit. But Mike, send us an email at live@unplugged.solar so that we can get that over to you.
Yeah, I think I put the emails
back up and running
as a comment on his video. I think I put those emails, but I don't know. Maybe it's going to spam or something if he tried to send it, because I don't think y'all seen anything.
When we try to put stuff in his comments, YouTube's yanking it because it's a link.
Oh.
So it looks like it's there, but then it disappears.
Oh,
so every time I've tried to send it to him, it yanks it. So yeah, we can actually say this so that hopefully we can get that over to him.
Bam. All right, it's getting pretty late in the stream here, 8:53. So anything else we want to talk about, or we want to go ahead and try to do this giveaway? We got 103 people on the live stream. So
in case it wasn't clear, we're giving it away to people who are in the chat, right? So if you're not in the chat, we don't know you're here. That's just like YouTube doesn't let us do that. So you got to at least be in the chat doing something, participating. And then I think Adam's going to have Gemini draw a winner. Is that right?
I'm going to have Gemini give me a list of names, and then I'm going to try and use one of these live stream features to.
Oh, okay. We're going to draw.
I'm glad it's Adam and not me.
Should we also say, like, if you're another affiliate, probably you don't get to.
If you're an affiliate, we are not giving you this battery, Gavin.
Or a family member, Gavin. You're not a family member, but affiliate.
I don't even know if Gavin's still on there, but he was at the beginning. Oh man, that is funny. So why Adam is getting that stuff put together and getting that list for us. We got 105 people on the stream. If you don't know, we're about to give away an EG4 LLS 48 volt battery for free. You just got to meet all the requirements down in the description, all the rules to the game, I guess. Basically, got to live in the continental United States, 48 states or whatever. So we can easily ship this thing. We can't ship this thing all over the place. It's already going to be expensive to ship because it's a heavy battery.
Yeah.
We can't be shipping this stuff
Yeah.
international and stuff like that because
We
it
don't
just
have
wouldn't
channel
make sense
monetized.
from a business perspective. Wouldn't really be helping us out.
Also, I think you guys are starting to catch on to this whole we give it away in the last 5 minutes of the show type thing.
That's why it's going up.
Start showing up and like, oh man, shoot, they're about to give it away.
We're gonna start giving away in the first 5 minutes and mess them up.
That's right. We're gonna mix it up next time.
But so you guys keep talking. I'm trying to find out how
I'll try to find some more questions and stuff, and we'll pull it up while Adam
make it to the end of the
everything
comments.
set up. Let's see here.
Yep, there goes the well pump again. Someone was like, music to our ears. Don't worry about it.
Retro Z Machine says, if I win the battery, you can send it to me via my Gettysburg address. Oh, man. Oh, dad jokes, apparently. Let's see here. Let me see if we got any more questions. Let's see here. BY. Let's see what we got. What's a good way to cool the 18K PV? I hit 80C the other day. So is it in direct sunlight or is it inside a building? That's what I would like to know, BY. I mean, my parents, I installed an 18K PV over there at their house, and I don't think it ever gets that hot, and it's outside. But it has a cover over it. It has a pergola over it, so it's not in direct sunlight. And of course, my inverters are 12K BV and the FlexBall's 18 are in direct sunlight, all illegally installed, and I don't have anything covering it yet still. But they don't even get that hot. So, I mean, if mine aren't getting that hot, I wouldn't think one on the inside or that's covered should be. So let us know where that was installed at.
Yeah, Steve Fry was Faye was the one who was talking about the 6000 XP going off. Like, we know what that sound is, and it's music to our ears. Another question here, James G. Any of you guys running the Tigo optimizers? I will be in. Okay, yeah. So Rodney's got some installed. I'll be installing some on a buddy's house. Hopefully, in like next 2 weeks, we'll get back on that project.
I got them at my parents, and they work like a champ. So they get partial shading in the mornings and stuff like that. So I put them on the top row of panels, just the ones that kind of get shaded. And so the other panels that's already in the sun is pulling out power. And those, whatever little bit of power they are pulling, it also puts that in the system. And you can look right in the Tigo app and see it all. It's pretty cool. So you can see that it's definitely working. To me, it's one of the best investments somebody can make if you have shading. If you want to get all the solar you can, you know, it's not the cheapest thing in the world, but it's well worth it. If you're already buying solar, you might as well get the optimizers and install it all at one time.
Yeah. There's another off-grid wannabe says, when will you folks set up a solar chat group on Unplugged? We've been talking about it. We are talking about all sorts of ways that we can build community. So y'all keep giving us ideas of what y'all want to see. And I think a chat, on the side, whether that's a Telegram group or Slack group or something like that, would be great.
And there's a possibility of us making a members only group at some point as well, if you want a little more premium access.
That's right.
I guess to us, that just sounds weird, like we're somebody or something. Like, just that sounds.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Where'd Rodney go? That's a cool screenshot, though.
What happened?
It's like, you go, that sound.
Okay, all right, am I back?
Yep. Yeah, you're back.
What happened? Like, is it because you're messing with stuff and in this editor thing?
You're blaming me, huh?
Yeah, it can't be me. Let me check my internet. It was like 600 when we started.
No, but I think, if you guys at some point want to be part of like a tight knit group where maybe we jump on like Zoom calls and stuff, and do something a little bit tighter, or after show. We'll probably do, and that's part of the move to this single channel is that we can do it, but we've got to get our view count up so we can actually unlock some of these features from YouTube. So basically, we got to get 500.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We got to get to 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours to basically be able to do anything. So if you guys want to help us out, share it out so we can get to the 500 subscribers. And then, of course, if you come in watching and other people's watching, we should get to the watch hours, hopefully not too long. But maybe we have to put out some more content or something. I don't know, but
at some point, we want to make sure that the subscribers we have here are people who actually care about what we're talking about. But until we hit 500, it really doesn't matter. So, man, if you can get your wife to subscribe just to do it, whatever, get your kids' accounts to subscribe, just start subscribing people just to get us there. And then we'll start building out some cool groups and stuff.
I'm looking at some of the comments. I must have missed something, but somebody's saying something about building a shed like I have done. I'm trying to figure out who they were talking to. At Brian Monroe. Let me see here. I hate when okay, I see the question. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up. We'll talk about it. Let me see here. Brian Monroe. Here we go. Oh, I probably can't read the question. It's so small. Somebody else read it. Can y'all see that?
I can't because the way that
I can see it again.
Studio mode.
Hold on a minute.
It says if you were to start over with current knowledge, what would you look to build to be completely off grid for your current demands? Have you looked at the bigger 550 plus panels?
I would definitely get the biggest panels you can get. The problem is when you get to those really big panels, you can only go pick them up at a terminal. They won't ship them to your house. So as long as you can do that and you have the equipment to move that with, I would get them 695 watt or 700 watt panels because that's less of the brackets and stuff to install it. So you got to think of the cost just to install one solar panel. You got to have enough brackets or whatever you're mounting it with. So the less of that you have, the less the cost is going to be. Plus, you just want more power. So why not go with the bigger panels? Just get a whole pallet of them or 2 pallets or whatever you need. I would definitely go bigger. Bigger is better when it comes to solar panels, in my opinion. So that's what I would do.
All right. I'm getting close.
All right. Have your 6000 XP still been trouble free? I guess that goes for all of us who have 6000 XPs.
Yes.
Mine, I have 0 problems with them. Yeah. I'm trying to think of any little thing that I've had outside of what's already been fixed with firmware from like settings switching over.
Yeah. So that was my last problem I had was I did an update and then the stuff started acting crazy because the master inverter wanted to change and what I had the battery communicating with. And basically all I had to do was turn them all back off, turn them on one at a time because they all did the updates at the same time and they just started back in whatever order they finished. So it kind of messed up the communication. So the battery, nothing wanted to work right. Everything was glitching and stuff. So the lights were flashing in the house and I was like, what is going on? This had never happened. So I just went and turned them all off after the firmware update, turned them back on, started with the master, then went to the secondary ones and no problems. But they work like a champ. I only have one running right now. It's running my other building where my equipment's at. I got like a little panel in there and it runs, I think, the lights and the air conditioner or something like that. So it's running that only. And eventually I'll probably have it turned all the way off. But just for right now, while I'm still messing around with the new system, I'm going to leave them all hanging there in case I need them for a backup. Yeah. 3 6000 XPs for a backup.
Nice. Engineers Love Change says, is the Grid Boss done with version upgrades? Don't want to buy if these are hardware upgrades on version 3 now.
I think the hardware upgrades I would think they would be done, but you never know. But
what I noticed?
All the fixes have been put in though.
I did notice on this last 6000, it's got an upgrade internally that I wasn't aware of. I didn't know they updated it, but it's I can't remember if it's the PV. I'd have to go back and look at my videos now. But some of the PV or the grid, it might have been the grid in and out or grid and load panels. Anyway, they're the Wago like flap style connectors now instead of the screw terminals. I don't know when they made that change, but I thought that was a pretty nice update.
Yeah, I don't like the screw ones. That's the one thing I don't like.
Yeah, I always feel like I'm going to strip it.
All right, Adam. How we looking?
All right.
Everybody's saying we're not doing a giveaway. Yeah. We are doing a giveaway.
It's not letting me go back to the very beginning of the live stream to pull all the names. So I am going back as far as I can and grabbing all the comments and then having
Yeah.
Gemini strip it down so that everybody gets one entry.
Well, they got to be here anyway, so
Yeah.
it's
So all right,
all the
we're
people
gonna
that everybody that's commenting recently. That's
That's a
who's
lot
gonna
of
be in
names.
it.
switch
Whoa.
here, and then this thing's gonna spin for 10 seconds.
Wait a minute, I don't see anything. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we don't see it. It's you.
Oh, we can't see that one?
Why can't you see it? I see
Well,
it.
You're on the wrong screen.
I'm on
Switch
the
Not
right
on the giveaway screen.
here.
All right, there we go. I
There
got
you
us
go.
on the right
Oh.
screen.
That's a stupid program.
Yeah,
Good job,
jeez.
Adam.
I'm
What are we
staring
paying
at it.
for?
I don't know what your problem is.
Yeah.
Don't look at the center of this thing.
Transition.
Yeah. If you get motion sick, don't stare at the center of this. All right, here we go.
Look away.
Here we go. I hope my name's in there.
Oh yeah.
Just kidding. We're not giving anything away to
All
ourselves.
right, Paul Leonard.
Paul Leonard.
Right.
Paul
Congratulations. Come on, Eric. Every other time you're ready. Where's
For the music?
sound effects? Rest of them, man.
Look,
Clapping.
there was one. Y'all didn't, you
One?
didn't hear
Come
that?
on. There you go.
Paul Leonard. So, Paul, are you here?
Paul, are you still in the
Drum
stream?
roll.
Comment if you're still in the stream so we know that you.
Is he
Oh,
here?
he said thanks.
Awesome.
Hey, so to be able to contact us, y'all go ahead and bring that email up for him if you don't mind. Let's see
Getting
here.
carried away now.
Where's the email? Oh, there it goes. Email us at live@unplugged.solar, Paul, and send us all your information, and we'll try to verify it's you and not somebody that's trying to jump in there and win something for free. And we'll get it sent out to you as soon as possible. And congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, Paul.
So, and we'd like to thank, of course, Signature Solar for being a part of this giveaway. You know, they've been a great help with this. We're like, hey, we want to do a giveaway since you're sponsoring the stream anyway. They said, hey, we're all about it. And so we, both kind of chipped in with it, and we're going to get this thing sent out. And we definitely appreciate everybody being in here in the stream. Let me make sure I'm not going to forget anything. Let me look up my sheet over here. Of course, we want to thank all the viewers. We got 104 people in here right now. Thanks as always. And I'll go ahead and see what Eric and Adam have to say here at the end of the stream. They got anything going on before next week's stream?
Man, this was fun. I enjoyed it. We're trying to bring in some extra, not just answering questions the whole time, because sometimes we'll end up answering the same question over and over, but bring a little bit something different to it. Hope you guys like the new look and feel of the stream. And we're just having fun. We're going to build this thing out. We're trying to make a fun community, and you guys are really what makes it, because without y'all, we'd just be sitting here talking to ourselves. And it's awesome just to watch these comments come through, and y'all were nuts tonight. I mean, I still haven't made it to the end of I'm just going to have to just try to get there. I have to put some of y'all on timeout, just chatting too much, but I'm just kidding. No, keep it up. I love it. Look forward to seeing you guys next week. I'll be watching for some updates from my high voltage setup, and then I'll be back on to just kind of regular scheduled programming. Adam froze, but he's back. All right, there we go. Adam.
I just
And
hold
there's
the
that
pose.
email again for anybody that needs it, Paul, that live@unplugged.solar. I got it pulled up there, so go ahead and copy that down. Adam.
Well, thanks for driving, Rodney. It's always fun.
Well, we
And
both
it's-
drove, all
Well,
three
yeah.
of us.
I mean, it's nice
it is
being
nice.
able to actually
It's
work
nice to
together
get some
and help
help,
each other out.
There's just so much going on when you're doing this stuff.
Yeah,
That's wild.
it's nice being able to let somebody else do the talking while somebody else is pushing buttons.
Yeah.
But it's been fun. The first time on our new channel where we're exclusively here, it's nice not having to say next week, whose channel are we on? Because we're going to be here.
I know.
8 o'clock, same
Unplugged.
time. We talked about all that SPD stuff. I still have more SPDs to give away. So maybe we'll
for
have
those
to
who
do
haven't
some...
if you have an abandoned ship like everybody's doing right now,
Yep.
should we give one away?
Why not?
Hey,
Why
maybe
not? Let's do another
All
one.
right. Everybody that didn't abandon ship after we did the giveaway, I think there's 86 people in the stream. We're going to do another giveaway. So you're gonna be glad you stuck around for a few minutes.
Question is, how do I get all those?
These are our real viewers here, the people that stuck with us even after the giveaway.
So let's do this. Put well, there's no easy way to search and get the stuff.
Haven't put SPD.
Just roll it. Just roll it again, and you know, if they're here, they're here. If they're not, then we'll roll it again.
Can it do that? Can it pull it if you just put SPD in there or no?
Oh yeah, we can do that. Yeah, yeah. If you're in the stream, just put SPD in the stream.
Yeah, put SPD in, and I'll tell Gemini to pull out
Sierra
the
Papa
ones
Delta.
with just SPD.
Yeah.
And while you guys are doing that, I'm gonna actually grab the names once it switches to 9:11 on my clock. I'm just gonna start grabbing all of them.
Nice.
But yeah, why not? Let's do that. And also, if you're still in the chat and you have an idea for a topic, email the live at unplugged.solar. Send us in your ideas for a topic so that we can have more stuff to talk about.
Hey, and if you do buy something from Signature Solar and you have to call them to buy it or something like that, tell them that we sent you. You know, tell them about the stream. You watch us on the stream, and that's why you're buying from them. You know, we definitely appreciate you if you do that. You know, just let them know, hey, their sponsorship is worth it, and you know.
And of course, we do all have $50 off discount code, so check that out at unplugged.solar.
Who knows what it is now, because it changes all the time, but
did we even get those updated on that site? Probably not.
I don't know. But you can look under our links of our videos and stuff like that, and we have it, or just click on our link. But while we're waiting on Adam, I guess we can bring up some more questions. Somebody was questioning why we don't have what is it? Hold on a minute. Let me take
back
this
up to 90.
Back up to 90. let me go back to the comments. What did somebody say? Closed captionings, I think. Trying to find a question. All right. So George says, could you please turn on closed caption? I don't think you can do closed captioning for a live stream until after it's finished, as far as I know. Do you guys know?
Yeah, that would be great. No, yeah, it'll have to be afterwards. And then YouTube will automatically do captions at some point, but it might take them a while to do it.
And is it just because you can't hear us or understand us, or in another country? Just let us know.
Because Rodney talks too fast.
I do talk fast sometimes. I'm sorry. That's the country in me, I guess, talking fast.
We're going to try this again.
Ew, did he transition it? Bam. No?
Did I transition?
Okay, when you hit transition, that button doesn't work.
Yeah, I know.
I got you.
That?
Bam.
All right, I got it.
Is that working now? All right.
All right, everybody.
Dude, this.
From when I stopped it.
I hope I win. I don't have these.
Come on, me. I got a whole rack full of them over here I need to put in.
John Coster.
Bam! Congratulations, John. Eric's on it this time.
Is he in here still?
Hey, so let us know if you're still in the chat, which I'm sure you probably still are. If you were able to just pull up your name. John, go ahead and let us know in the chat. If not, we're going to go ahead and pull another one, so we'll see.
All right. Got 30 seconds, John.
I'm looking to see.
How fast can you type? There he is. He said, Will Prowse as a guest speaker one night.
Is he in there?
Love
yeah,
that
it says, and he's still here. He's on here. I see him on my iPad.
There he is. Okay.
Congratulations.
So, John,
so
send us an email as well at live unplugged solar.
Bam.
Yep.
So congratulations to all the winners. Make sure you copy down this email so you can send out the information, because you don't want to miss out on it. And just let us know what your name is, what you won, and all your information, like your address and stuff like that. What else do you need?
3 people right now going and setting up johncoster@gmail.com or whatever and sending us emails.
Hey, don't do that. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't think any of our audience is gonna do that. But if some random person happened to jump in here, maybe. But I don't think our audience is gonna do that. But again, we would like to thank Signature Solar for sponsoring this video. Of course, if you need any DIY gear, that's what they're here for. You can call them up. You know, they'll walk you through everything that you're gonna need for a system. You just tell them what you want, tell them your ideas, and they'll build a system out for you, give you the pricing and all that. Of course, you can tell them we sent you, or you can just go online and buy it. Go to unplugged.solar and use one of our links if that's what you want to do. So we definitely appreciate them as always. And then Midnight sent us those SPDs, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Midnight Solar.
SPDs from Midnight.
We like to thank them for that giveaway that we just did with the SPDs because they sent those. So if you're interested in any of their stuff, of course, you can go right to Midnight and get it, or you can go to Signature Solar as well. I mean, they sell the stuff. You know, whatever you want to do, whatever the best price is, probably because it's the same equipment.
Actually, Midnight doesn't sell direct, do they?
Nope. Oh, they don't?
Nope, they don't.
Well, never mind. Go to Signature Solar, I guess, and get it.
No, yeah.
They definitely need to update their website. So, I mean,
just go to Signature Solar. Go to Signature Solar and get the.
We talked about that already, but. All right, you guys got anything to close it out, or are we good?
Nope.
That's
they
it.
want us to spin again. I think we got to go.
Yeah, they're like
get more revolting.
Spin again. Spin again. Spin it again.
Spin it again. All right. Well, we definitely appreciate everybody being here. Adam, I'll go ahead and let you hit that button.
One more giveaway. Rodney's glasses.